Hey, here we are, finally in the M4. This is my pickup video. I've done no driving it yet. This is my first time in the car. If we have a look at the dash, the car has done 5 miles, delivery miles. I'll have a quick look around the car first and give you my first impressions. You know, when I picked up, for those of you that are new to my channel, I just noticed one of my license plates is on outside there. Anyway, for those of you new to my channel, I have previously had a E92 M3, so the previous generation of this, and a Porsche 911 991 series most recently, and so I'll talk a little bit about referencing to those cars as well while I'm having my first looks around this car and the first drive of this car. And the thing that I remember when I picked up my previous M3, the E92 model, was that I really thought the interior was pretty bland. At the time I was switching from an Audi into that M3, and Audi really do fantastic interiors, so I was pretty indifferent to the E92 when I picked it up, even though I love that car and kept that car for 5 years. Whereas this interior, I think, is a little bit more upmarket. I noticed that it has deviated stitching around the edges with I think it's the extended leather package that I got, so lots of nice deviated stitching, and those of you who know me know that I like a bit of deviated stitching. I'm pretty pleased with the Silverstone seats that I got, and I'm even pretty pleased with the exterior colour. I'll talk more about the decision on the exterior colour in another video, but to shortcut to that right now is that I didn't like any of the colour choices. I know that it'll look sharp in the white, the black, the grey or the silver, but I find those to be, apart from the black, pretty boring colours, so I didn't want to go for any of those. I wanted to go for one of the colours, and there's only 3. There's the yellow, the disgusting blue, and the orange, and I don't like any of those colours, so I picked the orange in the end, and I'm pretty pleased with it, and I'm pretty pleased with the combination. Right off the bat, just sitting in the car, I love the steering wheel. You know, BMW M series do great big fat steering wheels, and I know a lot of people don't like, but I particularly love these fat, thick steering wheels, and I like having all the buttons and the paddles on the steering wheel. I hope that Porsche will start doing that as well. I see that in the Macan, so hopefully the 911s will get that soon. But yeah, otherwise a nice looking place to be. I have no idea how to use any of this yet. I declined the invitation from the guy to go over all the bits and pieces. I'd rather just learn it myself and have a look around myself, and figure it out myself. So yeah, I declined that. So anyway, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, shut the hell up, Nick, and drive the car. Okay, we'll do that. We'll drive that. We'll drive the car now, and then I'll stop and talk more about it. So let me put my glasses on, and I'll put the GoPro on my head and bend it down here a bit. Hopefully that's a good angle. I'm not sure. I should hang on, I'm just going to do a cut here while I figure out where this is a good angle. Okay, and we're back. GoPro is on and seatbelt is on, and first thing I notice is this annoying gear lever is still here. I had that in my last M3 and I didn't like it, and I still don't like it, and it makes me do bad things like forget to put the car in park. But what are you going to do? Otherwise, we're away. So, we're going to come out of the dealership here. What are we in? Buttons. Traction control off, I guess. Sport mode. Sport plus. Who knows? Anyway, off we go. We'll figure it out. Nice seats. Nice comfy seats. And I'm getting the first look at the heads-up display. I don't know whether you can see that on the GoPro. It's reflected in the window. That's pretty cool. Off we go. Whoa! Oh, it sounds cool. Did you hear that noise? What was that noise? Maybe we should put the traction control on for now. Try not to peel off too much. And I've got a red flashing light. That is airbag failure. Oh well. Always something. Sneak in front of this dude. Okay. There's that noise again. When you come to a stop, I wonder what that is. Menu. Let's see if we can get the vehicle information up, find out what's wrong with this, why I'm getting flashing lights. Vehicle status, here we go. Any issues? No. Tire pressure, engine oil, check control, there we go. All systems okay. There must be something else with that airbag warning. Okay. It is like 5:15 in the afternoon, so it might be a bit busy. Oh, here we go. Shit. Well, it's got some balls, that's for sure. Really feel the torque. You know, coming from my last two cars are both naturally aspirated cars, which were fast cars, but you know, with a turbocharged car you really get pushed back into your seat as soon as you put your foot down. And I am in the wrong lane. Okay, that's better. So, my first impression of driving the car. Well, it's certainly nice and comfortable and cushy, I guess. I don't know what settings I've got it on really, but it's like feel like more like a GT cruiser than a sports car at this point, which is good. It's hard to know how much of the engine noise is real engine noise or engine noise that's piped into the cabin. They say that it's piped in the cabin, but it sounds to me like it's coming from the engine. Yeah, it's pretty nice to drive, that's for sure. It's much more comfortable to drive than the 911 was. You know, the 911 was a sports car, so you know it was all your sensations. You know, all the noise in the road and everything. You could feel everything. It was a lot of fun to drive because of that, but it was less fun to drive on the highway for long distances because of that. This is obviously going to be a much nicer highway car to drive with. It's awesome that I'm stuck in so much traffic. So the dealership finally got me sorted out. I asked them, don't put one of your badges on the back. I hate those badges. Okay, no problem, Mr. Murray. Of course, I walk out of the car, there's a badge on the back. What are you gonna do? Okay, we're through most of that traffic. We can open her up a bit more. I've still got this warning light on the dash for some reason. Looks like an airbag warning light. I don't know what that's all about. In fact, we might pull over in a minute and reset the car and see whether it goes away. But meantime, got an on-ramp here. We can give it a bit of a beating up. Oh yes. corner's nice and flat, that's for sure. Let's sneak out into the fast lane here. Woohoo! Alright, change up. One of the things I've just noticed is that the transmission has 3 modes. I think in the previous car, in my previous E92, I think it had like 5 modes, and I was always tinkering with that. But you couldn't adjust the steering in my previous car as you can in this one. If I adjust the steering to comfort, and then I'll put it on sport, oh yeah, feels a little heavier in Sport Plus. I've got the suspension and comfort at the moment. Pop it in sport, see if I spot any difference. And I guess that's the throttle response. I don't know, sport, whatever. Yeah, it's certainly a nice car to drive. And the power, wow, it's really intoxicating. Okay, I've pulled over onto the side of the road, or actually pulled over to where the Chipotle is, because I might go get something to eat, but to figure out why this damn airbag light keeps flashing at me. And I have resorted to the manual. Things are really bad if I have to resort to the manual. Here we are on page 97, airbag system malfunctioning. Warning lamp does not come on when the ignition is turned on, or the warning lamp lights up continuously. Well, no, we don't have either of those. We've got the warning lamp is flashing continuously, which it doesn't say anything about. Anyway, I have sent a text to the dealer to see whether they know, and I will hopefully get that sorted shortly. Always something. Anyhow, onwards. Let me go get something to eat, and then we'll continue our drive in the new BMW M4. Right, I stopped off at home and I picked up Tui. Tui, say hello. Yep. And in the back, William and Albert. How's the new car, guys? Put your seatbelts on. Good crash. What have you found there, Tui? Something good? Anything good? Nope. Pretty indifferent to the new car so far, huh? So I've been tinkering here first of all with the head-up display, which displays up there just above your eyes. You can actually adjust how high up and down it is. Most of the time it's just showing the speed you're doing and the speed limit where you are, and if you press the button on the, if you press one of these buttons, it'll show you know, what the next radio station or MP3 is. But you can also switch over, if you have a look over here, you can switch it to M View, which I think I'll probably use more often, which shows the revs and the speed you're doing, which looks much cooler. Yeah, I like that view a lot. Okay, so I've driven 20 miles. So not long enough to have a proper impression, but so far I'm really impressed. You know, I'm really impressed with the power. I'm even kind of impressed with the sound. I was a bit worried that the sound would be crappy, but the sound's pretty good so far. I mean, not as good as the V8 E92 or the Carrera engine. I like those engine sounds a lot more, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. More than made up for by the when you put your foot down. And I like how solid and quiet the car is. You know, it's a lovely car to cruise in so far. You know, I'm giving it a few miles allowed to run in before I give it a good beating, good thrashing. But so far, just cruising around, I'm really enjoying driving it. It's really a lovely, solid, comfortable car to drive in. And I've got no idea what all the buttons and everything do yet. I'll figure them out over the weekend and come back to you. So I'm going to do 2 more videos pretty shortly. I'm going to do a video where I explain all the options that I took in this car, walk around them one by one, and with the M series you get a lot of features standard as well that are that you have to get a separate features when you buy a 3 or 4 series, so I'll go over them as well. And then once I've had the car for a few weeks, I'll do a proper ownership review of the car. So yeah, two more videos coming up in the near future on this car. In the meantime, yeah, I'm really loving my first proper drive of the car. It certainly exceeded my expectations from a power point of view, and it's certainly a lovely, comfy car. Annoying that there's a red flashing light, but that's fine. We can cope with that. And yeah, overall, really loving it. So yeah, I hope to update you all again very shortly. Thanks for watching. Okay, I put the windows down, see if we can listen to some of the sounds. We'll go through this tunnel here, well, underpass. I've got the torque and horsepower meters up as well. Woo! Holding on there to his sorry little dog. Scare you. It's got more power than the rear wheels know what to do with sometimes. What do we think, Tui? We hate the new car, don't we? Little dog.